Good morning, everybody. Very pleased to be here with Khalid Al-Mudaifer, who is the Vice Minister for Mining and Minerals in the Ministry of Industry and Minerals. The minister has been one of the key architects of industrial development in Saudi Arabia for many years. From 2011 to 2018, he was the CEO of Madden, and since then he's been vice minister. So welcome, good morning. Mr. Minister, let me ask you, mining has been described as the third pillar of Saudi industrial development. What does that mean and why?
Thank you, Daniel, and assalamu alaikum, good morning, everyone. It's truly a pleasure to be with you here in the FII, but even more so to welcome you to Riyadh, a city that perfectly captures the spirits of transformation, ambition, and possibility, which defines this gathering. The mining and minerals nowadays lives the golden age of the best age of its history, where the tension is very high since 2020, 2021. Vision 2030 have seen, Saudi Arabia Vision 2030 have seen this in 2016, Daniel, where the Vision 2030 was focused on diversification of the economy and building Saudi Arabia as an economic powerhouse. That part of it is being an industrial powerhouse, and for an industrial powerhouse, minerals is an important pillar. The oil and gas has been built, and we have a world scale, one of the largest oil and gas industry built over the years. Petrochemical is our next pillar, and it has been built, and it's a world class and a leader. And maybe you heard more about it. And for Saudi Arabia, we need minerals to build Saudi Arabia as an industrial house. Saudi Arabia have all what it takes to win in that regards. We are the 12th or 13th largest country in the world in terms of area. We compared, while we are maybe 50 or 58 in the population, we have the Arabian Shield, which is 700,000 kilometers. We were underexplored. We have a potential that has mining potential at that time was estimated to be 1.3 trillion. Now we estimated it to be 25.5 trillion, underexploited, underutilized. We have the geographic location that between Europe, Africa, and West Asia. We have talents, the young generation of talents that are well educated, but more, we have the vision, the leadership commitments for this to be successful. Therefore, Vision 2030 had focused on mining as a pillar for it. We have delivered on it with our mining strategy that were launched in 2018. We are currently one of the fastest growing mining region of the world. Our exploration spend grows on a double digits. 2024 exploration spend is double 2023, but we've been in that. We are the 12th largest nowadays, the 12th largest spender on mining exploration, and we are also one of the largest investors in minerals and mining. 45 billion has already been invested in that regard since the Vision 2030. So we have our mining strategy that is built on stability, transparency, and investor-centric, and we had made a great success, but there is more to go as we build Saudi Arabia as a mineral processing hub for Saudi Arabia and for the world.
Well, it's quite remarkable what's achieved in the scale in a relatively short time. And as you say, the endowment is there. You talked about the strategy. Part of the strategy, of course, is Ma'aden, which is one of the great mining companies of the world. But part of the strategy is also to bring in foreign investors into the sector. How is that working out? How's that going?
Yes, one thing is that Saudi Arabia, as we said, is built on one of the best, most attractive, we've already done it, and delivered the world most competitive regulation, mining regulation in the world, and built on a business environment that welcomes a global partnership. Oil and gas industry has been built on partnership, petrochemical has been built on partnership, and our first mining has been built on partnership with Barracks, Mosaic, Alcoa, with Ma'aden. For that, we are building a complete ecosystem from scratch almost. And for mining to be successful, we need it from surveying services, from surveying to waste recycling, from exploration, developments, engineering, building, talents, technology, commodity markets, commodity exchange. All this is required to build a successful mining, to be one of the largest mining regions in the world. For that, we need partnership, and we welcome partnership. Our mining law is built on equal footing for 100% foreign ownership or Saudi ownership, and we have delivered in that in a meaningful way. The world mining faces the same challenges: under exploration, low exploration efficiency, no new discoveries, tier one new discoveries that are great. So a new jurisdiction of mining is required, and there is no better than Saudi Arabia. With the funding volatility of the markets, as you see, technology and changes and the energy transition speed and all this, we have seen lithium, how it goes, and nickel, how it went up and down. And the funding is one of the largest challenge in ahead of mining. There is an estimate that the infrastructure and the mining to supply the world for demands, the future would require $6 trillion. The whole mining strategy, Daniel, if you take the largest 20 companies, they are only valued at 2 trillion compared to a 4 trillion of the largest.
So let me ask you about one other challenge, which is the challenge of talent. How are you addressing that?
The great thing for Saudi Arabia is that we have the late comer advantage. We came late. We built our mining strategy built on a sustainable, highly technological work. So we're working on this, and this is the challenge of the whole world. And 81 or 89% of the CEOs of the mining, they are putting this as an important talent. Scarcity is we building it in two regards. One, encouraging technology deployments, and nowadays technology remote mining management is a reality that is a proof. So we don't need to mobilize people to remote area. Drive autonomous vehicles is a fact, and it's an acceptable practice for all new mines. But more, we have worked very hard on built the mining polytechniques in the north. We have worked, the ministry, Ministry of Industry has worked with King Fahd University for Petroleum and Ma'aden to establish a new mining college that is and plus a geology section. We're working with our one, of course, the one of the best in the world, the College of King Abdulaziz, Earth Science, to transform it to deliver technologically enabled students that can, or miners that can work in the new mines. So we're working and encouraging. We are building innovation labs or studio, and we are building also an acceleration park with King Abdulaziz City for Science and Technology, and we are encouraging all our miners to provide for use cases for it. And for that, before we end, and it's a great opportunity to invite all of you to a vibrant, the world best platform and venue for mining. The Future Mineral Forum is conducted here and under the leadership of His Excellency, the Minister for Industry and Mining in Riyadh in January 13 to 15. You are all invited and welcome. You see all the mining, the funding, the financing of the mining industry in the world here in Riyadh, and we can talk more about mining at that time.
Well, certainly January 13th to 15th will be here very soon, so people will mark it in their calendars. Congratulations on the amazing accomplishments since really 2011 when you stepped in as CEO of Madden, and thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you.